morning and welcome to Rob Byrd's Moondog Show on Super Hits 103.7 Cozy FM. I'm your host, Rob Byrd. We are truly honored to bring to you the people and places of Southwest Michigan and beyond. Welcome to episode 179. We have so much to tell you, so let's get to it. On this show, the Blueberry Chicks with the Blueberry Buzz by the Blueberry Store will be here with Brookside Farms. Carly, Parsley, and Kristen Kubizak come in to talk about their family farm. We will also talk to Kristie Slentz from UFC Tree Care to talk about how the tree trimming's going, the school, and the big old tree that her husband Rob dropped in Laura Rusin's yard. And then we'll talk to Diane Rigozzi from Senior Services of Van Buren County to talk about all the new things that are happening here at Senior Services of Van Buren County. Then we'll talk to Mason Dixon on the phone, who may or may not be home with monkeypox. He has a guest, and his name is Tim Dibble from the Hartford Motor Speedway, because the night of destruction is tonight. And we'll also talk about the beer tasting at the Elks this evening. On Let's Talk Real Estate with Tina Goodrich, we'll be talking about commercial real estate. It's all here right now and so much more on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
If you're looking for some fresh new music, check out the music of the Truss and Byrd Band. Find all their music wherever you do your streaming. You can also find them on iTunes if you would like to purchase it for your collection. Truss and Byrd Band's music is a gritty mix of rock, blues, pop, and a little bit of reggae and country in the mix. Check out trussandbyrdband.com to see all their music videos and find out more about this amazing group of musicians. That's trussandbyrdband.com. TRUSINBYRD band.com.
Hi, I'm Holly Lawson from Drawing Children into Reading, also known as DCIR. We're an early childhood fine motor building resource that will enhance your child's visual ability to express and communicate in pictures and words. In the classroom, we start with proper pencil grip, develop a longer attention span, and kickstart a whole new world when your child learns to draw, write, and read in that order. To unleash the happiness and find out more about this groundbreaking program, visit DCIR.org.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
Are you planning a painting project and don't know who to call? Decorator's Choice Painting Company is one of the most highly referred services along the lakeshore. Serving this area for over 20 years, we look forward to providing professional services for you. Call us today at 269-270-5785 or email us at decoratorschoicesh@gmail.com. Take a look at our work at decoratorschoicesh.com.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
You're listening to Rob Byrd's Moondog Show on WCSY-FM, South Haven.
It's the Blueberry Chicks by the Blueberry Store. We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, and we've got a good one for you here. But now it's time for the Blueberry Chicks with the Blueberry Buzz by the Blueberry Store. And in the studio, I've got Treat Hartman here. Good morning, Treat.
Good morning.
And some friends of yours that you guys brought in. Shelly Hartman couldn't make it, so she sent a couple folks over. Carly, Parsley, and Kristen Kubizak from Brookside Farms. Good morning to you, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning. That's some nice voices. I like it. Mm-hmm. It's me and three ladies in the studio. I feel so outnumbered. But all right. So I guess tell me a little bit about the farm, Kristen, and kind of how long have you guys been around?
Yeah, so it's a centennial farm. I guess our great-great-grandpa was originally a dairy farm, and our grandpa, George Fritz, planted the first blueberry bush in 1956 at the home farm in Gobles. Okay.
And so that it's the Fritz family. You guys don't have the Fritz names, but it's the Fritz family, right. And it's been a family tradition in the farm since day one, right?
It has.
How's that been? I mean, because you're always kind of working with family. Is it okay, or do you get tired of family sometimes?
There's good and bad days.
There's good and bad. Very political. I said we weren't going to talk farm politics, but there you go. That was a very political answer. No, I get it for sure. You know, there's some benefits to working with family, and I'm sure at the end of the day there isn't some. But, hey, I guess tell me about what you guys do, because I know that you guys are you're a blueberry farm, right?
Yeah.
But we're here to also talk about strawberries right now. What's going on with strawberries with you guys?
Yeah, so this is our first year selling some Michigan strawberries in our retail, specifically in our one retail location, which is in Pawpaw. And we are selling Ketchum Family Farms strawberries, which was previously Leduc's. And this...
Yeah, I recognize that name.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
and why is the name change?
I think Leduc's sold.
They sold out? Okay.
Yeah. All right. And so Ketchum's this is their first year running running the strawberry business. And
Sure.
so we've partnered with them this year to help sell their strawberries.
Yeah. Okay. So, and you guys are just selling them. You guys don't grow strawberries.
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
All right. So I guess as you guys have been around for just about forever, you're in Pawpaw, right? Or are you Gobles, Pawpaw?
So our home farm is in Gobles, and we have a retail for blueberries there in the summertime. But yeah, I think we'll talk mostly about Pawpaw today. That's where we're going to have our strawberries. People can come in and buy flats of strawberries, and we'll have lots of goodies that have to do with strawberries for the next few weeks.
Sure. How much do the strawberries cost? No, we don't know. We're not sure yet.
Yeah, we are unsure yet. It's a decision to be made in the next few days.
Is it a market time? How much they cost that day, like gasoline?
Kind of.
Uh-huh.
Kind of.
It will be until we set it. Yeah.
I think, unfortunately, just like everything is so expensive.
Yeah,
so
I get it.
We're kind of just,
Well, it could cost 10 cents more a gallon by that day just to bring them to where they're going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Treat, why? What's the connection here between True Blue and Brookside?
Well, we've known them for years and years and years. We knew their grandpa, George. We didn't know great-grandpa, but we knew your grandpa.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, just the connection of blueberries and fruit in general, local, good families, that kind of thing. So just thought we'd bring them on board and let them share what they have to say. And
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, so I guess let's talk retail store. What do you guys have in the retail store?
Yeah, so starting Saturday, we're going to have some strawberries, and I think by next week we'll have some ice cream, and we'll have our smoothie machine up and running, and we'll be excited to have customers come on in.
Ice cream will line them up too.
That's right. Yeah.
Very nice. So, what has your guys' experience? I guess I'll start with you, Carly. Your personal experience with farming. I mean, what do you like about it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's Carly.
Yep, this is me. I we joked about good and bad days, which is kind of a joke, but not really. But I really do love farming with my family every day. Like, I get to work alongside my dad, my brother, my mom and dad, my cousins, and my uncle and aunt. And, that's probably like the highlight of farming.
Right.
But then on top of that, we believe in the product that we grow. We love blueberries. We love the health benefits of blueberries. We love that they taste good and are easy to eat.
Right.
And now probably my favorite part is doing it with our kids. Like, our kids get to watch us do it, and they have grown a giant passion for anything to do with farming.
You're starting the new generation of farming lovers.
Absolutely, yeah. And so that's probably the most exciting part moving forward, is watching them grow a passion for this lifestyle. And
that's we talk about families in the country and some of the deterioration of it, and I think that has been a lot of things that's hurt farming too, because it used to be farming was always such a family organization, and over the years it's turned into in a lot of places a corporate organization, and you lose that passion when you turn things into a corporate business. But so I that's so you kind of agree with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, so Kristen, what do you like about it?
So, I'm going to say the same thing as Carly. I literally love farming with our family. It's the best. But I also love being in the retail space, and I love having customers come in and get to have that, conversation of like where your food comes from and why we're growing blueberries or strawberries or raspberries or apples or whatever we're growing. And just making that connection with agriculture and, how your food ends up on your dinner table.
Right.
And it's so exciting to see that and be part of it.
Well, if you believe in good and evil, yin and yang, the next question is, what don't you like about it? There's got to be something. There has to be.
I think
getting up at 5 a.m, I don't know but that would be for me.
The season is so short, so it does get really intense in the middle of July.
Right.
And as you're creeping toward the end of August, it gets pretty intense. But I'd say for the most part, we really enjoy it.
You really, I would think so. And it's important that you do, enjoy because it's your living, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Is it the same for you? What, anything different that bothers you about it? Are they getting up that early in the morning?
Well, I'm an early riser, so that doesn't bother me. But
being 120 degrees in the field some days.
No, what bothers me about farming? It can get really hairy and just emotions run high when things are, it's a short season that you do everything in. Like your whole entire business operates within like these 8 weeks, right? Not to get political, but like regulations and all those things, those are some of the things that I don't like about farming.
Sure.
Definitely.
Well, yeah, I mean, and of course, they need to be there. And the bad thing about regulations is somebody did something that makes that you had to have a regulation. Yep. So, but I'm sure dealing with the government cannot be the highlight of any part of your day. Yeah, no matter what it's about. Treat, do you have anything you want to ask them? We got another minute here in this segment.
I was going to say weather to us, is always like it's such a gamble. We're do the preventative things, but then all of a sudden something else happens and you're just...
Yeah, doesn't rain for 3 weeks.
Yeah, things like that, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I get those are certainly hard things to overcome, but how do you overcome Mother Nature? Sprinkler systems. I mean, there's...
there's things in place, frost control and, irrigation for drought and whatnot. But sometimes they're just, it's completely unavoidable. How do you control the weather when it's...
Too frozen, too much of a freeze and you can't irrigate.
Yeah.
I think you do it with the new government's weather control device that we're hearing that they have. But, hey, we do need to take a break. When we come back, we'll have the ladies from Brookside Farms on the Blueberry Chicks with the Blueberry Buzz by the Blueberry Store on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
If you're looking for some fresh new music, check out the music of the Truss and Byrd Band. Find all their music wherever you do your streaming. You can also find them on iTunes if you would like to purchase it for your collection. Truss and Byrd Band's music is a gritty mix of rock, blues, pop, and a little bit of reggae and country in the mix. Check out trussandbyrdband.com to see all their music videos and find out more about this amazing group of musicians. That's trussandbyrdband.com, TRUSINBYRD band.com.
It is true. You can get quality social media marketing, radio time, and video production in one place. Moondog Productions specializes in all three. Now is the time to increase your presence and keep yourself in the public eye. Through Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, Moondog Productions offers radio advertising, social media marketing, and video production that will get you noticed. Call Moondog Productions at 269-872-3049 to find out how we can design a program that will fit your budget.
It's the Blueberry Chicks by the Blueberry Store.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show with the Blueberry Chicks with the Blueberry Buzz by the Blueberry Store. Carly Parsley and Kristen Kubizak, Brookside Farms. We've had some pretty cool conversation about the retail store. Talked about the blueberries, that they're going to be having strawberries here. But you guys got a couple different locations, and in different locations you do different things. And you have one in Pawpaw, correct?
Yeah.
And Martin, right?
Yep.
I guess, Kristen, kind of tell us a little bit about Pawpaw and what you guys do there.
Yeah, so our location is right off of M40 on 44th Ave. And we have a pretty big blueberry U-pick, so you can, bring your families in starting right around the 4th of July through August. Come on and U-pick, and we sell ready-to-pick blueberries. And then we have a full bakery, so we make all of our own pies, and we have turnovers and cookies, and lots of yummy things.
I didn't, I've lived in South Haven all my life, and blueberries are always a talk. I didn't think that they were there quite that early, around July 4th. Mm-hmm. So I guess so. I mean, they're coming off the bush already by then.
So we do have some early varieties on our farm. So we're usually rocking and rolling and have our U-picks or our retail stocked by the 4th.
Is that the same for you guys at True Blue?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right. Carly, I guess tell me a little bit about Martin, which, as you said, is by the Speedway. My sidekick, who's here for the next part, well, he actually not coming in today, but for the next part of the show, that's all he wants to ever talk about is the Speedway and the racing. But so you guys are by there in Martin. Yeah,
we're a mile and a half west of 31 there. So, we hear the Speedway going all summer long.
Right.
It's one of our newer locations. We've been there for about 10 years. We've owned that farm. Same thing, we have blueberries for U-pick, and we also have ready pick. Over the last 10 years, we've been planting other things, so we also have U-pick raspberries come fall, and then we have a U-pick apple orchard as well. We had last year, our first year, a U-pick pumpkin patch, and you cut flowers. So
Okay.
Ooh, that's fun.
lots of fun things.
So do you guys have, I mean, is the farm one of those things that is growing where it has become kind of an attraction? Like I'm sure you've heard of cranes. When you go there, I mean, there's just people everywhere and it's all those sort of things. And that's kind of what's happening at your place in Martin?
Yeah, I think that we've always wanted to keep it smaller in the sense that we never want to lose the feel of people coming to the farm. And our number one goal is to educate. Like we want kids and we want moms and dads to know like where their food comes from. So that's number one. And then, yeah, I mean, we want them to come and have a good time too.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
yeah, so in Martin, we've added a bakery as well. So it mimics our Pawpaw Farm, and we do, pies and muffins and cookies, and we also do donuts.
Sure.
Donuts.
Yeah.
And donuts always seem to go pretty well.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam Lalone from Patriot Foods was here last week, and we talked a lot about buying local and in season and how important that is. And I'm sure you guys kind of have that, and that's got to be the education that you guys need to preach, correct?
Absolutely. Not only, and I'm maybe a little biased, but there's nothing better, and you can probably attest to this too, right? There's nothing better than a fresh picked blueberry
From Michigan.
That is
especially from
right.
Michigan, but 100%. You come and get a blueberry in July or August,
Absolutely.
and you can't.
Yeah.
You're never going to buy a blueberry any other time throughout the year that's going to taste that good. And you're supporting local farmers. You're supporting local businesses. We employ a lot of local high school students. So I mean, yeah.
Yeah, well, you're not telling me anything new because I grew up by the apple orchard, and I went and grabbed the apple and wiped the fertilizer pesticides off the apple and ate it.
For sure.
That's just how that was, and it
Absolutely.
couldn't have been better. I don't think.
Absolutely.
So hopefully I'm immune to it now. But
And strawberries are the same way. They taste so much
100%.
better.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, you don't have to take the white shoulders off of the fruit and, just eat it.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I think there just was an issue with strawberries coming out of California just a few days ago, seems like. But and I was actually talking to someone who, her family, she grew up in blueberries, and I said something about, she goes, oh, they're nasty strawberries from California.
Oh, yeah.
She goes, they're just flavorless and
They
just
have bred
not,
the flavor out of
Yeah.
so many, so they can transport them.
Yeah.
They'll hold up easier, better, so they claim on the shelf, but they're flavorless.
Yeah, and that's what even when we talked about, people putting blueberries down in South America on a boat and still being able to come up here and call them fresh, I wouldn't think that if they've been on a boat for more than a day, they could be fresh. But
Yeah,
that's
it's like 8 weeks, 8 to 12 weeks.
That's not fresh to me. Fresh is from, living where we live. Fresh is walking out there and pulling it off the vine, the grapes, having some, the strawberries that you bend over, you pick them right off the ground.
Yeah.
The blueberries right off the bush. I mean, that's where we are. That's fresh to me.
So read your labels
Yeah.
in the store. It's kind of important.
And, and from what I hear is they usually try to almost hide that and keep it very small. So really, I mean, what do people look for if they want to make sure they're buying fresh produce that's coming from farms here in Michigan or from you guys?
The label will say grown. The country origin is usually what we say. So even on frozen packages, look for the grown in USA, because it will say packed in USA, but that doesn't mean the same thing.
So when they can say packed, that could be delivered from somewhere in there.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I guess is that sleight of hand, or is that just truth and transparency in
Sleight of
packaging?
hand. That's why we push so hard to get the country of origin on the label, on all labels.
Okay.
So
we've got a couple of minutes left. Is there anything that in this segment? Then we got a whole other segment to talk about this. But what do you guys want to talk about? I'll throw it to you guys.
Yeah. Well, we missed one location that we have, and it's my grandma, who actually just passed away almost a year ago this month.
Yeah.
She started the original, vision for our farm for U-Pick and getting people out on the farm to pick their blueberries. So there's one more location in Gobles, and it's a little bit smaller. We've kept it to grandma's, tradition of just U-Pick and Ready Pick. We have some of our baked goods there and other things, but that was her vision, to get people on the farm and see where their food's coming from.
And so I don't have to ask you for each one of those places' address and where they are, so people just find them. You guys got a website or something where people can go on and find out those locations?
We do. Yep, we do. It's BrooksideFarmsMI.com. And
BrooksideFarmsMI.com.
Yep.
And make sure you, if I don't ask again in the next segment, you make me do that again. Because, it's like, okay, we could go through a bunch of details on what road you're on, but that might be easier. I think most people can figure that out these days. Okay, so, hey, Treat, with about a minute left, it's your turn to ask a question. What would you ask of these ladies?
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
Well, I see your enthusiasm that your grandpa had. I remember seeing him as a young girl, and I was like, man, I couldn't believe that from an insurance agent, right? His insurance, and the dairy, he had the dairy, to go into blueberries. And he instilled that in you, and it's so cool to see that. So what made you want to have that also? I mean, surely you could have done anything pretty much you wanted.
I am certain it is just like growing up on the farm and then watching our grandpa and our dads just love what they do.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. I mean, I ran our grandma and grandpa's original U-Pick like all through college, and, we just grew up right there doing it all.
Yeah. So I guess probably if I were to answer that for you, it's in your blood. It's what you've done. It's what you do, and you're very happy to do it. And these ladies are very smiley about it, so I believe them when they tell me that they like it. But we do need to take a break. We'll be back with Carly, Kristen, and Treat on the Blueberry Chicks with the Blueberry Buzz by the Blueberry Store on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
And now, a special message from Paul Landecker, Operations Program Director at Midwest Family Broadcasting.
First thing that really impressed me about Moondog Productions was the Facebook videos that Rob was putting up. Some of the South Haven videos and some of the other things, the award-winning videos that he has and put up so everybody can see them. The quality that is in those videos, the time he takes, the expertise that he has in making our little town of South Haven look amazing worldwide. We asked Moondog Productions to do a couple of videos for our Summer Jam and Smooth Jazz concerts this past summer. Totally unexpected that he got those videos back to us within 10 days. I mean, it was quick turnaround. They exceeded my expectations on how they looked. Moondog Productions is no small town operation. And the work they do is major market stuff. It's really, really well done. We didn't have a big budget for this. Rob and Moondog Productions took every cent and made it all work for us very economically. The quality of the product, the ease of working with Moondog Productions, it's simple. I have no doubt that if you have need of quality, big-time video at low cost, Rob's your guy. Moondog Productions is where you need to go.
It's the Blueberry Chicks by the Blueberry Store.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, the Blueberry Chicks with the Blueberry Buzz by the Blueberry Store. Carly, Kristen, and Treat here in the studio. And I guess immediately we want to make sure we talk about one more time is the strawberries, which is a little bit later today. You guys are going to be having strawberries for sale, correct?
Correct.
All right. So, and where's that going to be?
At our Pawpaw location.
At the Pawpaw location.
Yep, right off of M40, a few miles from town.
And then you can go on the website at, what's the website again? Where they can go to find it?
BrooksideFarmsMI.com. We also have a Facebook page that we make updates on. We probably make the most updates on our social media platforms. So, that would be the place.
So check out their social media on Facebook, and you have Twitter and all that stuff too.
No, we're not that high tech.
No, we're
Facebook. Farmers still.
Find them on Facebook. You can find the website. Obviously, if they find the website, they can probably get a phone number and make a phone call. Also, okay. So strawberries later today. Go get them in Pawpaw. I think that sounds fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, so a little later this summer, obviously blueberries are coming. What are you guys doing right now to kind of gear up for that season? Because I know blueberries are going to be here, but you guys also have a retail store where you have a lot of products. And I guess I'd rather know about the products you have in those retail stores.
Well, I mean, we've been busy all winter, so we have a kitchen that we work in all winter, so we can all of our own jam from fruit that we've frozen. Most of it was grown right on our farm. So we've been making our own jam. We do salsa, and then we're working on we make all of our own cookies and have our cookie pucks ready to go for the summer, so we can have fresh goodies all summer.
Now who's in charge of making all that stuff?
That would be Kristen.
That would be Kristen. So you're the woman in charge, and you're the taskmaster in the kitchen.
Oh, nice.
Well,
She is.
yeah, she's gonna act like she's not, but I got to. If you're gonna run a kitchen, and you got how many people in this kitchen do you have?
So
staff?
we have 2 full-time girls and my mom who's worked with us all winter.
Okay.
But then when it rolls into the summer, we have lots of girls to pull our retails off.
And is that all family, or do you guys hire outside to come in?
No, we have outside people.
Okay, so
we have a family member in all of our locations for the most part, but
Yeah.
then we hire lots of good girls.
Perfect. I've got to believe you do have to be a bit of a taskmaster, though, to run a kitchen and making sure it all happens, because it's a fine orchestra, really. There's a lot of moving parts, and they all have to work together and end up in the jar. And that's when it all happens, you're like, how the heck did that happen? Can't believe that actually happened. So, Carly?
Yeah. Well, I was just going to say Kristen's being modest because right now she's about to just crank out pies. So we make all of our own pies, and she's about to fill our freezers with pies for.
So you make a bunch and freeze them, or when it comes to that time of the year, are you making them fresh and putting them right out that day?
We kind of have like a process. So we freeze all of our own. We make our homemade dough, and we have a pie press. So we make our shells, and then we make our filling and top them and freeze them, and then bake them fresh on the daily when blueberry season starts.
When it's in season.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and so how many would you do in a day when you're in season?
Well, we sell thousands of pies over the summer, but I mean, how many pies? We probably sell 100 pies.
100 pies?
Yeah.
How many do you think is the most you've ever made in a day?
Ooh, you can make a lot of pies in a day.
Yeah.
We can make 500 shells in a day.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, that's certainly a lot.
Can you buy them frozen?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. So you can get take and bake pies from us, or in season we have them already baked and ready to go.
Yep. So like if you come today to get strawberries, you can get a frozen pie to take home.
You get a frozen pie.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
Well, sounds good. All right. So, anything else? Anybody get anything else if they come out there? Is there a special gift that comes out if you get strawberries and come out and say hi? If they tell them that they heard us on the show, that they heard this?
What would be their special gift?
I don't know. Stumper, but it never hurts to ask. So if you hear it, you can always
tell us about it. We'll come up with something.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
We will. Yeah, absolutely.
And then you can post it on your Facebook.
100%.
Once strawberries get rocking and rolling, we're gonna have we're gonna do some strawberry shortcake kits, but that it just won't probably be today.
Yeah.
But next week, once we're rocking and rolling, we'll have some good things.
Yep.
So, and you guys sound like you guys are always looking for new things and growing. Is anything new coming along in the next couple of years that you're excited about?
Yeah, actually, it just got delivered yesterday, but we are going to be pressing our own cider at our Martin location.
Wow.
So that's something new for us. So hopefully we'll be doing that this fall. But if not, construction with just where everything is these days is a little bit slower. So if it's not this fall, next fall. But that's like the newest thing on the horizon.
Okay.
We have in the works some maple syrup projects, maybe like a sugar house at our Pawpaw location where people can come and watch the syrup be boiled and maybe have a pancake or two with some fresh maple syrup.
That is a sticky business.
It is.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough to wash off if you get enough on you. Especially they have at the blueberry store. They have a blueberry syrup.
Oh, syrup, yeah.
And that is sticky. It is really, really sticky. All right. Well, we got about 3 minutes left. Is there anything that you just want anybody to know out there?
I'm saying everyone should come pick blueberries. Whatever farm you're going to go to, come pick some fresh blueberries this summer. Come out and get fresh strawberries.
What
make a visit to your local farm.
At the You Pick Blueberry, what variety do you have out there, or varieties?
Yeah, it's going to depend on which location you go to. There's multiple varieties at every location, but we have varieties early season, mid-season, late. The varieties that people typically seek after, we definitely have Blue Crop and Jerseys at all 3 locations.
Those are the oldies but goodies.
Those are the oldies but goodies.
People love them.
Yep, but we have a variety of really yummy blueberries for
anything that's a little more exotic or not as well known.
Yeah, I mean, we've planted some new stuff. We have some people and customers that really, really like a variety that we've planted called Sensation.
Sensation.
They are sensational.
Really? Okay. And I guess, what do they taste like?
Oh man, do you know your blueberries?
Well, I know that they can be tart, they can be sweet, they can be juicy, they can be dry. That's about where I'm at.
I would say they're a good in the middle.
Yeah.
Yep. They're not too sweet.
Not too sweet, not
they're
too
not
tart.
a Jersey, but they're not an Elliott.
People like the size.
Yep. They're
Some
nice
of the
sized.
varieties.
Huge.
Okay.
Okay.
So not really necessarily a baking blueberry.
Yeah, no, I would say a fresh.
Okay.
Yep, to eat.
All right. All right. I guess with 1 minute left, let's throw out your contact information again and let everybody know where they can find you online so they can find you at one of 3 locations.
Yeah, absolutely. So our website is brooksidefarmsmi.com. And then we are on Facebook and Instagram, not on Twitter.
Okay. And that's where you need to go to find out about the strawberries a little later today in Pawpaw. Ladies, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Okay, thank you.
Treat, thanks for bringing them in.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome.
Yes,
I enjoyed it.
And we thank Shelley, of course, for her involvement, because I know she was a bit involved with this too. So it's been a pleasure. All right. Well, we will be back on, I guess before we come back, we at least say this is the Blueberry Chicks with the Blueberry Buzz by the Blueberry Store, and Carly Parsley and Kristen Kubizak. And I think I eventually did okay with all those names. All right.
Got it.
From Brookside Farms, Family Farm, you guys sound like you're doing a great thing out there.
Hey, thank you.
All right, we'll be back on Robert's Moondog. What?
I said they are doing a great job out there. Their farms are beautiful.
Caught me right in the middle. All right, we'll be back on Robert's Moondog Show. It is true. You can get quality social media marketing, radio time, and video production in one place. Moondog Productions specializes in all 3. Now is the time to increase your presence and keep yourself in the public eye. Through Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, Moondog Productions offers radio advertising, social media marketing, and video production that will get you noticed. Call Moondog Productions at 269-872-3049 to find out how we can design a program that will fit your budget.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
Are you planning a painting project and don't know who to call? Decorator's Choice Painting Company is one of the most highly referred services along the lakeshore. Serving this area for over 20 years, we look forward to providing professional services for you. Call us today at 269-270-5785 or email us at decoratorschoicesh@gmail.com. Take a look at our work at decoratorschoicesh.com.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. Mason Dixon is not here, Laura Rusin.
Why?
I think he may have the monkeypox.
He's got the monkeypox.
I think he might have the monkeypox, and we're going to call him a little while. He texted me and said that he's around, but he had to stay at home because he had the, or he didn't.
He does not
he didn't
have the
say
monkeypox.
He didn't say the monkeypox. But that's what I'm figuring is monkeypox. But regardless of all that, good morning to you, Laura.
Good morning, Rob.
Yeah. And on the phone, Kristie Slentz from UFC Tree Care. Good morning to you, Kristie.
Good morning.
Hey, we're going to talk trees, but in a minute, but because I think Laura had a big old tree that got cut down by her husband the other day. But I wanted to talk about the school to get an update on how the school's going.
The school is going fabulous. Fabulous. Our last week was last week. So we're done now for 3 solid months. Mm-hmm. We did have a yard sale last weekend at the school, and we're going to have another one this weekend in Pullman during Pullman Pride Day. It'll be the last of the 2 yard sales that we're going to be hosting for the school. Of course, all proceeds go to the school. So if anybody wants to come down and check that out, they can. It'll be at 861 56th Street in Pullman on Saturday from 9 to 3.
My husband's also playing music at that.
He is?
Yes, at with the Black River Band, but I can't tell you what time. I'm sorry.
We're going to be having a hot dog drive, $5.
Hot dog drive.
Hot dog. Hot dog.
$5 for a wiener.
Yeah. So if anybody gets hungry, they can come on down.
All right. That sounds good. Okay, so I have had one of these days already where I just can't even remember where I'm going from when I'm going.
That's not good.
That's not good, Laura. It's just too early in the morning for that to be happening. So, Kristie, what's going on with the wood business, with the tree cutter, because, well, I guess I want to just say that Laura had a huge tree, and your husband came over and cut it. When I first saw that, I said, there's no way they're going to take that down, that he was going to drop that tree that way it is, and they were going to take it out in a couple pieces. And then he dropped that tree. This tree was huge, and he threaded the needle between two other trees, and didn't even look like he damaged these two other pines at all.
No, he didn't. And actually, Laura was like, darn it, because I was hoping he'd take out that other pine tree when it went down, but...
Well, he would have did it if she would have asked.
Well,
I guarantee
that's true.
he would have hit it.
That's true.
But
he would have.
It definitely would have hit the neighbor's garage. So I kind of thought maybe I shouldn't do that.
She don't live there anymore. Why would she care?
She's got insurance. Come on. But
that was
Rob
pretty
did
cool.
such a great job, and I'm so happy that I got that video of that big old maple coming down exactly where he wanted it to.
You can go to Rob Byrd's Moondog Show to the Facebook page, and I'm going to put that video there so you can go check out the big man drop a tree.
Oh,
yes,
I had to
that
put
was amazing.
That picture of him that I took with his big saw. Mm-hmm. I sent it to Rob, and Rob's like, "That's a big saw." I go, "For a big man."
A big man with a big saw. That's pretty impressive. So, because as a matter of fact, I think from the end of the blade on the ground, it looked like it was almost as tall as he was.
It's not quite, but almost.
Yeah,
it comes
close.
Up definitely to his shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he used it kind of as an armrest.
Yeah, that was his Father's Day present.
Very nice. Okay, so, well, it is that kind of time of year, get a lot of wind, and there's, I think a lot of these trees kind of dry out, because that one was, Laura's was rotten in the middle, and it wasn't one that, when you looked at it after it came down, it looked like it was a healthy tree, but it wasn't.
Right. They can be very misleading. When there's green on the trees, people think, oh, that's, got time. And you might, or you might not. I don't know. I'm not Mother Nature. But I've seen some of the craziest things. I've seen some trees that don't appear to have any damage fall over from the root base. Mm-hmm. And a lot of that has to do with the canopy being too heavy and too wet of ground. And then other times, a tree that's got holes all the way through it, all the way up it,
right,
still standing.
Now that we've had actually a pretty good run of a couple nice days here, but we had a lot of rain over the last couple of weeks. Have you seen any issues with that, with having to take care of people's trees, that the ground was just too wet and the root just was uprooted?
Yeah, no, not in that case, but there has been, because of the weather, some jobs that we had to reschedule or different things like that, because it's too much to be on their lawn. And then other customers, one in particular, we're waiting to get back to grade out his where we were working, because it started pouring while we were there, and the guys ended up getting stuck. It's out in the middle of a field, but still in all, it has to get graded out, and we can't get back out there. Every time it's like right now, tomorrow, if it's dry, we'll send somebody out, and then it just downpours again. So hopefully in another month, it'll be dry enough for us to get back out there, because it was way out in the field. So we'll see. But right now we're booking to the end of July at this point, and business is really good. Yeah. It's very busy.
Must be if you're 2 months out. So that's nice. So I guess if anybody's hearing it and these are the folks that you guys want to do it, you better give Kristie a call like ASAP to get on that list. And what's that number?
That's right. 269-214-6601.
Mm-hmm. And you guys do, know that somebody may be listening and say, man, I can't wait. I think this limb is coming down real soon. Mm-hmm. And I can't wait for 2 months. What do you say to that?
Oh, we'll fit them in. If it's an emergency or a small job, then we can easily fit the small jobs in along the way. If it's an emergency, then that has to come first.
Sure. Flexibility certainly is nice for sure. So, it's, have you seen more tree work this year than you did last year?
Not really more. We just,
we've, I don't know if you knew, but we added some pieces of equipment too. We got a 110-foot crane.
Mm-hmm.
And we have now a grapple truck. It's huge, a huge grapple truck. It's basically a semi with a dump box and this giant arm on it. We've added quite a few pieces of equipment to our already growing list. So now I don't believe that there's anything that we cannot tackle on our own.
Okay. So if another one of those big, huge clearings came along, you'd be able to do it and not have to bring in a bunch of equipment?
No.
Or a bunch of somebody else's equipment?
Well, we learned a lot on that job, and we might just use saw hands instead. But in the event that we cannot, and we have to do it the exact same way, no, we don't own bulldozers. Okay. So those things will still need to be rented out.
There's always something for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, throw out your contact information if anybody wants to get a hold of you one more time.
269-214-6601.
Very good. Thank you, Kristie Slentz, UFC Tree Care. It's always good to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Awesome. We'll be back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. We'll be calling Diane Rigozzi of the Senior Services of Van Buren County on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
Hi, Nicole Galata here with Galata Imagery, your South Haven local photographer. Specializing in family and wedding photography, I also photograph engagement, maternity, seniors, and so much more. Find me on Facebook and Instagram or on my website at galataimagery.com.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
Are you planning a painting project and don't know who to call? Decorator's Choice Painting Company is one of the most highly referred services along the lakeshore. Serving this area for over 20 years, we look forward to providing professional services for you. Call us today at 269-270-5785 or email us at decoratorschoicesh@gmail.com. Take a look at our work at decoratorschoicesh.com.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
It is true. You can get quality social media marketing, radio time, and video production in one place. Moondog Productions specializes in all three. Now is the time to increase your presence and keep yourself in the public eye. Through Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, Moondog Productions offers radio advertising, social media marketing, and video production that will get you noticed. Call Moondog Productions at 269-872-3049 to find out how we can design a program that will fit your budget. We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. Laura Rusin here in the studio with me. And on the phone, I have Diane Rigozzi from the Senior Services of Van Buren County. Good morning to you, Diane.
Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Laura.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. And we, a couple weeks ago, we talked. We weren't able to connect with you guys, and we talked about the grand opening and dignitaries and all the people that were in, and the changes, because you had a soft open before the grand opening, and then the grand opening hit, and now we've got expanded hours. But I guess let's talk a little bit about that grand opening and what it kind of meant for you to see all these people here that were here to support and do support the senior services.
It was really surreal. It was just really cool to see all the people that came out for the community. We had over 450 people there that day, and over 200 at the ceremony at the beginning. Having Ross Stein and Gail Patterson, Scott Smith, all of them to speak on our behalf was just really, really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it was a nice, certainly a nice little event out there when, the weather was just about right. And, it was very, very enjoyable. So since then, you've got some expanded hours and you're offering more services. So what's now the big change now that you've had the grand opening?
So that was the beginning of our Fridays. Now we're open every Friday. And we've also expanded from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. So our new hours are Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 3 o'clock. Mm-hmm. We also have a couple things going on in the evenings, mostly pickleball here and there. But we're talking about a few weekend events and things like that coming up. So, we're starting to be open a little more. We're hoping to get a few more staff members to accommodate that expanded hours. So, yeah, that's where we're at now.
Well, and I know that you guys have been working pretty hard on the auditorium and the new stage and all that. When might we be able to see one of the senior services plays?
Yeah, so our Readers Theater have been working really hard. They've been at Andrews University and they've been at Western Michigan University for their medical students performing. They're just amazing. And we're hoping to get them in the fall, but their director had some serious health issues. So I'm not quite sure of a date yet on that. We're still working on that, but they pretty much know what they're doing. So hopefully we can get them in early fall.
And you got some new equipment in the health room. What's going on with that?
Are you talking about like our little first aid station there?
I think I thought I saw that that there's a cardio sign to come check out our cardio machines.
Yeah. So we had a beautiful donation from the Hodgmans in town of these two amazing low impact elliptical seated machines, and they're just really cool. They're perfect for seniors. They're great on your stress points, and Carla Vandroos has done an amazing job training people on them. And so we just recommend when people want to come in and use them, that they get a quick training session on it. And yeah, they're just beautiful. Two new machines for us. So.
Yeah. And, when I come in here, a lot of times I come rolling in 10:30, 11, close to that lunchtime, and there's lots of people here. But it doesn't look like you guys are overcapacitated. I mean, it looks like there's always room it looks busy and full, but it looks like there's room for a few more.
Yeah, we always have seats for enough, probably to feed enough 175 to 200. And we're averaging probably 120 to 150 a day. So there's still plenty of room in there, and people can just pop in. They can take it to go, or they can stay there for lunch and enjoy some of our activities too.
How much more is than when you guys were at the church?
Oh gosh, a lot. We were averaging over there probably between 40 and 60. So we've more than doubled for sure.
That's amazing. So, I mean, right there, we can already say proof is in the pudding on how worth it this building is for the county.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We can't thank the Mercs enough, and all the donors. I mean, it's just amazing. I keep thinking we've tapped everybody out, and then somebody comes through with another donation. So we're just really thrilled with how the community stepped forward with that.
Well, I know you guys keep at it. You guys still have some money to raise. Laura, did you have a question?
No, but you talking about all the people that come for lunch. When I drive by, the parking lot is just packed.
I know.
I'm like, that is wonderful.
Yeah, part of it's pickleball, part of it's, I mean, we've got classes going on at lunchtime even, so it's just amazing. Our lunch is served from 11:30 to 1, so, you can do some pickleball, you can go have a half-hour lunch, you can go back to an exercise class. There's just something always going on, and our card players, it's just packed in there all the time. It's so great to hear the noise in there.
Right. It certainly is busy. What are the seniors saying to you?
I had someone stop by today who hadn't been back because, we're starting to get our snowbirds back. Mm-hmm. And they were just in awe. Everybody says they just can't believe what's going on there and how beautiful it is. And we're really proud of all the hard work that our staff and volunteers put into this building.
You should be.
Yeah. And I've heard some success stories about some weight loss and stuff just from people walking around the track.
Yeah, in fact, we have one gal who started when we opened in March, and she's lost over 25 pounds. In fact, I was going to recommend her to come and talk on your show sometime because that's just one of our great stories.
Well, it sure is. I mean, and I don't know what her backstory is to that. If maybe COVID had kept her in the house and, she gained some extra weight, or if maybe it was always there. And I don't know who this was. I just had someone tell me that was telling me a story of a lady who had lost a bunch of weight just because she came in and got to be able to be on that track and get some exercise.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's funny because you'll walk through that building and you have to dodge them because that track is pretty full.
Yeah, and you didn't make it very wide, and for some reason they think they can't step off the track to go around you.
I know. It's pretty funny.
You probably should have yield right of way by that track.
We had to turn them. They were going the one way, and we had to turn them to go the opposite way because the doors were opening into them. So, yeah.
I figured that was because they had one leg getting bigger than the other from being on the outside.
That might be true too.
Every other day, they have to switch. Yeah.
Exactly. But we have some other big news I forgot to mention.
Go ahead.
Our goose finally laid her eggs, and they hatched, and we, our seniors watched them. They were right outside the window, and they sat there. That poor mama sat there for 30 days or more.
Yeah.
And our seniors watched her close, and they finally flew away, and off they went. So that was exciting for us.
Yeah, well, it certainly was, because before even she laid eggs, I saw her walking around the parking lot. I'm like, what's this goose doing? Within a couple days, now she's sitting on a nest, and I've went over there and seen her a couple times, and she got up and showed me the eggs. But I also noticed that people were putting out Cool It dishes and stuff with water in it, and for them to do that, they had to get pretty close, or maybe they shoot her off a little bit and then put it down. But they're risking a finger getting bitten by getting that close for sure.
She was really good with everybody. I mean, they really liked her, and so hopefully she'll come back next year.
Well, hopefully she's smart enough not to. All right. Well, we need to take a break here, Diane, but I want to say thank you for your time, and if you want to kick off some any kind of contact information where someone can get a hold of you or get a hold of the senior services.
Yeah, you bet. You can reach us on our website at seniorservices-bbc.org. Or you can reach us at 269-637-3607.
Awesome. Thank you, Diane. And we'll talk to you in a couple weeks.
Thanks, Laura. You betcha. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Bye.
When we come back, I think we're going to hopefully be able to talk to Mason Dixon on the phone and see about his monkeypox on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. It is true. You can get quality social media marketing, radio time, and video production in one place. Moondog Productions specializes in all three. Now is the time to increase your presence and keep yourself in the public eye. Through Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, Moondog Productions offers radio advertising, social media marketing, and video production that will get you noticed. Call Moondog Productions at 269-872-3049 to find out how we can design a program that will fit your budget.
Hi, I'm Holly Lawson from Drawing Children into Reading, also known as DCIR. We're an early childhood fine motor building resource that will enhance your child's visual ability to express and communicate in pictures and words. In the classroom, we start with proper pencil grip, develop a longer attention span, and kickstart a whole new world when your child learns to draw, write, and read in that order. To unleash the happiness and find out more about this groundbreaking program, visit DCIR.org.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. Laura Rusin here in the studio. It's kind of empty in here, Laura, without Mason. We didn't have another one because I figured we had plenty of calling guests, so I didn't need to schedule anybody else for the studio. But Mason called and said he's got the monkeypox, and
he did not say that.
He didn't?
No, I doubt it very much.
I think he just said he's feeling a little under the weather, but we could give him a call. So I think we're going to do that here in just a minute, but we want to remind everybody that we do have a website. It's moondogshow.com. You can check out the last 5 episodes and also see our new pictures, I guess. But we keep it updated, at least with the episodes, and you can always find us on Podbean.com. You can really find us anywhere where you get your podcast. Just start typing in Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, and it should pop right up. So, of course, at trustandbirdband.com if you want to check out the music. We're getting ready to release the second album. We're getting close, Laura.
I know you guys have been working very hard on that.
We're getting close. I'm so ready to put this one to bed. It's been a long time, and a long time just because you went on vacation, and then my mom passed. That kind of sucked all any creativeness out of my body.
It does.
And so we've finally are back on that horse and getting this thing finished up, and I think it could change, but I think the working title for it is going to be Elastic Wasteland.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
Being that we're all old, and I think the front cover should have like tidy whities on it or something.
No,
big old, from like a 500-pound man, tidy whities that says Elastic
Maybe
Wasteland.
I'm glad it's still a work in progress.
It's a work in progress. Well, that's just the visuals of
right.
it.
Nobody wants to see that.
But I think the name of it is pretty good. I think that's Elastic Wasteland.
I like that.
Yeah, because we're getting to our elastic shoes and our Velcro shoes.
Oh my gosh, no Velcro shoes. But, flip flops and slip ons are good.
For summer, but you can't wear those all year round here.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to do Velcro shoes.
No, of course.
No.
Tom has a pair, doesn't he?
No, he does not.
He
but
doesn't.
you
Did
know
he
what
get
we
rid of
do
them?
have? And he never had Velcro
didn't?
shoes. No. No. But his dad did. And,
so did my grandpa.
But, what we do have is we have that very long shoehorn from IKEA.
Oh, that's right, so you don't have to bend down at all.
The girls, every time they go there, they pick up a few more to give to their friends.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, I think that we need to try and see if Mason answers the phone. We'll give him a shout here and see if he's able to get out of bed with his monkeypox.
Oh, my gosh, poor Mason.
Mm-hmm. How many got that down at with those Beatles people?
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob Dog.
Hey, you sound pretty good for a man with monkeypox.
Monkeypox that's one of them diseases that was created by that other side.
You don't have monkeypox, do you?
Do you? No?
No, I ain't got no monkeypox.
Okay. I was worried for you because it's here was going around, and I knew you were at a rave last week, a Beatles rave, and you guys were doing all kinds of sick, twisted things and passing monkeypox around. No?
Well, you believe what you want to believe there, Rob Dog.
All right. Well,
he does have a good imagination.
Yes, I do. So what's going on with you, Mason? We miss you. This is the second week without you in the studio. It's just not the same.
Well, I was heading down to Charlotte, North Carolina for the Coca-Cola 600, but I stopped in at home, Harlan County, Kentucky, on the way home, and man, when us Dixon family get together, we sure do have fun. I never did make it down to Charlotte, I tell you what, but we've been traveling all over and going to barbecues and parties and everything, and yeah, it was fun time. But I hope to be back later this week.
Oh, okay. Like next week, you're going to be back to the show?
I hope so. Yeah, I'm trying to get back to Hartford Motor Speedway on Saturday night. Okay. We got later tonight. I hope to make it there.
Yeah, well, I do too. So that's why I hope you don't have monkeypox, because you shouldn't be around people if you've got that. I hear you get big, huge lesions, a big round golf ball size monkeypox lesions from it.
I haven't paid no attention, but it just sounds all made up to me.
All I have is mosquito bites.
Tom Balky had a bunch of mosquito bites on his foot the other day, and that looked like the monkeypox. I tell you, it looked awful. It didn't look like monkeypox. It looked like the chicken pox, because that man, he must be pretty sweet.
Yeah. The mosquitoes definitely like him.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. So you never made it down to the race, but why couldn't you come to the show?
Well, I didn't make it back in time, and I have been feeling under the weather a little bit, but that's just because we just partied too hard. That's all. I think it's just a little bit, but I'm planning on driving later today. Should make it up there to Hartford Motor Speedway in time for the Night of Destruction.
Okay, so you're going to be doing the Night of Destruction. Too bad I can't go because that's today. A little later, and I'm going to be at the Elks tonight for a beer tasting karaoke event. They're going to have beer tasting and karaoke, and I'm still not exactly sure about what time. I think the karaoke starts at 8, but don't quote me on it. Just look up the Elks and find out that you can get the schedule of events. It doesn't matter to me. I have the whole day reserved to make sure I pull that off. But so what's going to be happening for you at the Night of Destruction?
Well, I plan on entering the mattress race with my buddy Brandon, and he's going to be driving one-handed, having his left arm out the window, holding the mattress down on the roof, and I'll be in the passenger seat holding the mattress down with my right hand. We got to go around that dirt track and keep that mattress from falling off.
How many times you got to go around the track?
I ain't sure if it's a 10 lapper, 15 lapper. I ain't sure what it is, but I think it's probably at least 10 laps. The problem is when you get crashed into, I don't know if you hold down even tighter or if you let go. If you let go, then you're got to leave the track. So that's all I'm worried about.
Okay.
So is there anybody on the mattress?
No.
See, when I first
put Mason on it.
That's what I thought he was going to be doing.
Now, when I first saw they was doing mattress races up here, I thought, oh, that's too dangerous to do at a race, because back home what we do is we tie a mattress to a ski rope and behind the four-wheel drive truck, and we just lay on that, pull it around the field and stuff. And I'm like, they can't do that on a racetrack. That somebody's bound to get run over. But no, they do it much safer here. All you got to do is hold the mattress on with your arms, and you all buckled in and all safely and stuff.
Well, what if you let the mattress go? Are you automatically out of the race?
Yeah. But you know what? There's so much chaos there. So they try black flagging you, telling you gone. But most of those guys, they still running around having fun. So it's crazy.
So you don't jump out of the car and put the mattress back on the car.
No, that's real dangerous. You can't do that. You get run over.
If you don't like somebody, you just get in front of them and let the mattress go?
Well, no, because that would be sacrificing your chance to win. You'd be disqualified, and all that mattress just hits them in the windshield. That ain't. You're better off if you don't like someone, you just crash them into the wall. But that's not being
not very sportsmanlike.
No, that's not very nice. Right. So I guess, hey, did you have someone that we wanted to call about this?
Yeah, we going to be talking with the owner of Hartford Motor Speedway, Tim Dibble. Can we get him on the phone, you think?
Well, we can if you can call him and do it, and you can then patch me in. You know, this whole technology thing doesn't work good for me.
All right, let's give that a try.
We need to take a break first, okay? That sounds good. We'll come back to you, talk to you for a minute, and then we'll get him a call, okay?
All right.
We'll be back with Mason Dixon on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
If you're looking for some fresh new music, check out the music of the Truss and Byrd Band. Find all their music wherever you do your streaming. You can also find them on iTunes if you would like to purchase it for your collection. Truss and Byrd Band's music is a gritty mix of rock, blues, pop, and a little bit of reggae and country in the mix. Check out trussandbyrdband.com to see all their music videos and find out more about this amazing group of musicians. That's trussandbyrdband.com. TRUSINBYRD band.com.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
Are you planning a painting project and don't know who to call? Decorator's Choice Painting Company is one of the most highly referred services along the lakeshore. Serving this area for over 20 years, we look forward to providing professional services for you. Call us today at 269-270-5785 or email us at decoratorschoicesh@gmail.com. Take a look at our work at decoratorschoicesh.com.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
You're listening to Rob Byrd's Moondog Show on WCSY FM, South Haven.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. Laura Rusin here in the studio, and our favorite sidekick friend. He is on the phone, Mason Dixon. Good morning to you again. Hey, this has been, we're going to try an experiment here on the show, a first time. We've never tried this. Mason has a guest that he wants to talk to. He's going to call and try to three-way call with all of us to see if that we can make this technology work here on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. Because
you should probably hire a intern, some 20-year-old that could do this for us real easy and stuff. Everybody being a little bit older and stuff. We're making this it sound like this is earth-shattering. Like, we're going to do a three-way call, y'all. It's going to be crazy.
Well, for this show, it is earth-shattering if we're able to make this happen because we have enough issues. So I guess give him a call. What's the guy's name we're calling?
This would be Tim Dibble, owner of Hartford Motor Speedway. And, I'm really excited to get him on the phone, talk about Night of Destruction and that.
Okay, get him on the phone. All right. Laura, you think this is going to work?
I don't know. We'll see.
That's very non-committal.
I know. That's how I am.
I'd like somewhat of a prediction here to see if we're going to...
I just want to know if he's related to the Dibbles in South Haven.
Mark and
Brian. Yeah.
Well,
Loretta.
Maybe you'll be able to ask. I don't know Loretta.
Loretta, yep. I went to school with Loretta. Maple Grove School.
Maple Grove School. Okay. Well, we got to keep talking because so
Okay,
far Mason's not here. He's trying to get him on the phone.
Okay.
We don't know if this technology is going to work.
Yeah.
We talked about testing it out, but we're flying by the seat of our pants because it's way fun.
I wonder if he's Mark Dibble's son, because I know he was always really into racing and had all kinds of
could be
cool toys like Mark. So
toys.
Yeah, let's find out.
Yeah, I heard you went to a show.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Rob Dog, we got our guest lined up on the telephone right now.
Yay!
Hey, perfect. Hey, we're good with our technology. That's one for the little guys. Tim Dibble.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me? Hey, how are you? Rob Byrd here. I got Laura Rusin here in the studio with me.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Good. So, I guess, Mason, why don't you start this off with the first question for Tim?
Well, Tim, I'm just so excited to have you on. Racing season is back, and we got Night of Destruction tonight, Saturday night, and I thought you might like to just tell us what's the lineup, what's going to be happening tonight for Night of Destruction.
A whole lot of tearing stuff up.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Is that the short answer?
Backwards race. What's that?
That was the short answer, and I covered you up. What race are you having?
We got pole race, trailer race, backwards race. We got monster truck. We got fireworks at the end of the night. So about 2.5, 3 hours of destruction.
2.5, 3 hours of destruction. That sounds like a lot of fun. Go ahead, Mason.
And I hear that you can not only watch the monster trucks, but people are going to be able to get a ride in the monster truck too. Is that right?
Yes, from 3 to a little before 6 o'clock, we have the ride-along monster truck, $5 a ride.
Now,
that'd be fun.
Yeah. Is that ride-along going to be just like a little ride around the track, or are they going to get to crush some cars while they do it for $5?
No. Just a ride around, not even around the track. We got a little area set up out here between turns 3 and 4, and got some little hills that go up and over and stuff like that.
That sounds fun. So this is truly a family event, correct?
Yeah.
I guess
that's what I was going to say. $5 a ride. Most places you go are $10 to $15 a ride. So we try to work with the monster truck guy and keep it pretty affordable for a family to do this.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Laura Rusin here in the studio was wondering if you were related to any of the Dibbles here in South Haven.
All of them.
Are you related to Mark and Brian?
Yep, Mark and Brian are my cousins. Their dad is, of course, my uncle, Uncle Mort. Yep, so all of them, yep.
Nice. I graduated with Loretta.
Okay, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So isn't Mark's son into racing also?
Yeah, Nick has a dragster. That is correct.
Okay.
Well, actually, now his kids are racing more than he is. They got junior dragsters, so he races with them more.
Yeah. So what possessed you to do anything with Mason Dixon?
He called me.
Promotion.
I heard he's a pretty good guy. So
he certainly is.
I appreciate that.
But just watch out for him. Don't turn your back.
Helps promote racing. Anybody that helps promote racing, I'll talk to. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
That's a smart businessman right there. Tim, it says that there's going to be a brand new race called the Rubber Ducky Race. Now, what the heck is a Rubber Ducky Race?
Now, if I tell you that, that's going to spoil all the fun.
Oh, you mean you're keeping it a surprise for everybody?
No, actually, it's just we're a dirt track out here. So we try to come up with some different stuff. So actually what we're going to do is in the 4 corners, we will really wet down about probably a 40-foot area, coming. And then we got big blow-up rubber duckies we're going to put out there just for them guys to run into and run over. But basically, I don't know if you've ever been at a clay track before, but when it gets wet, it gets pretty slippery.
Mm-hmm.
So
that
it
sounds
should be
fun.
Interesting. We'll do all 4 corners.
You should probably do that wet track with the mattress race. Now, that would be pretty funny.
Yeah, we keep it a little bit wet for all of them just to keep the speeds down a little bit. But yeah, we do the trailer race. We get it pretty wetted up before that, so that makes it interesting when they're jackknifing and everything else. So
right. Well, obviously,
most people. Oh, sorry.
I was just going to say. Hold on a second. Let me ask this one real quick. Now I lost my question. Go ahead, Mason.
Okay, he mentioned trailer race. Now, most people might not know what that means, but fellers decorate up their trailers, and they have to have something heavy on there, too. So, Tim, you want to talk about the trailer race?
Yeah, what we do is we make them have stuff on there. I mean, we have guys pulling camper trailers. We have guys pulling boat trailers with boats on them. We have guys pulling trailers with jet skis on. I mean, anything from the recliner in your living room to you name it, they're piled on these trailers, and they go out there and go for it.
Nice. Hey, with it.
And then whatever I do is whoever's pulling the camper, I normally award some extra money for the first guy that can knock it off the frame. So then you got 20 guys trying to plow into this camper and knock it off. So, I mean, we try to make it pretty exciting.
Well, cool. Well, that's the Night of Destruction, which is a little bit later, which is this evening. But what else do you guys have coming up this summer? Anything big that we should know about, be able to put on the calendar?
Probably, well, of course, sprint cars are always big around here. So after Night of Destruction, we have a regular night of racing, which is Strawberry Festival weekend in Hartford. So we're kind of working with them. And then the weekend after that, we have a big late model show, which we haven't had late models here probably in 3 years at least. So that should be a pretty good show, bringing them guys back in.
Okay.
And then the next week is GLSS sprint cars, which they're always a hit, you know. And then it just goes from there. 4th of July fireworks is $8 admission to get in for that night. So
okay. Well, hey, I need to actually take a break. Hey, are you able to stick around for just a minute so you can come back and give us some contact information, how they can get a hold of you or find out more about tonight?
Yes, sir.
All right. We'll be back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show with Mason Dixon, Tim Dibble, and Laura Rusin here on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, which I already said.
Hi, Nicole Galata here with Galata Imagery, your South Haven local photographer. Specializing in family and wedding photography, I also photograph engagement, maternity, seniors, and so much more. Find me on Facebook and Instagram or on my website at galataimagery.com.
It is true. You can get quality social media marketing, radio time, and video production in one place. Moondog Productions specializes in all three. Now is the time to increase your presence and keep yourself in the public eye. Through Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, Moondog Productions offers radio advertising, social media marketing, and video production that will get you noticed. Call Moondog Productions at 269-872-3049 to find out how we can design a program that will fit your budget. We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. Laura Rusin here in the studio. Mason Dixon on the phone with his guest Tim Dibble from the Hartford Motor Speedway. And Mason, I'm going to let you take it because over the break you said there are a few things you wanted to make sure Tim talked about, and I will let you ask him about it right now.
Well, yeah, this being a Saturday night is a special occasion because mostly it's every Friday night they're doing dirt track racing down in Hartford. So it's every Friday night. I think tonight it just costs $20 to get in. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, and then what's it and all the other events you got going on throughout the year? Friday night racing at 10:30. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, good. Got that right. So, I'm really excited about Night of Destruction. And if you can't make this one, I think you got two more on the schedule this year. Do you remember what those dates are?
Yep. July 30th, Saturday, July 30th, and September 10th, Saturday, September 10th.
Yeah. Now, are all three of those events pretty much the same, or are they each one different?
Yeah, we do some different stuff with them. Like this one, we have fireworks. The second one, we do free monster truck rides for the kids. We actually sponsor that. And then the last one, we do fireworks again, and we have a couple other different races, the Race of Doom and different stuff. So we try to mix it up a little bit.
Nice.
I love fireworks.
Man,
so I'm glad to hear they're doing them. I do. I love fireworks.
She does. So she can't miss them.
I know. Let me ask one more question.
4th of July.
Yeah, so the 4th of July, is it right on the 4th?
No, it's Friday. I believe it's the 1st. Yeah, Friday the 1st.
Okay.
Friday the 1st. Okay. All right. So,
like I said, it's $8 admission to get in. Kids 10 and under are free. So, you can't hardly do anything for that cheap anymore.
Absolutely not.
My sister Anita always love to go to your fireworks. She said Hartford Speedway has the best fireworks.
Well, I love her. I got to agree. I went to Night of Destruction during the year that everybody was canceling the fireworks shows, 2020, and it looked like they gave you a deal and you bought up cities and cities worth of fireworks. That was one of the best fireworks shows I ever did see.
Yeah, and that's about a half a show on the Night of Destruction. Our 4th of July is double plus that. Wow.
Well, I say thank you for
on your calendar.
Yeah. Well, I say thank you for when there were no fireworks that you still had them.
Yep.
Anything else you need to know, Mason?
Well, Tim, I was just wondering, the history of the Hartford Motor Speedway has been around forever, but when did you purchase it?
This is my 9th season. Yeah, the racetrack's been here since the 50s. This will be my 9th season here.
Well, congratulations.
Yep, thank you.
And so I guess
yeah, good.
I will have to ask, how were the couple years, or at least that first year, kind of dealing with COVID?
We kind of shut down. We followed the rules with COVID. We actually had 2 races that year at the end of the year when everything kind of lightened up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So it made it tough. And then, we're still feeling it. Even last year we felt it. And now, of course, this year we're feeling it even a little bit more. So, but we're surviving. It's still, we try, like I said, we try to keep, normally general admission is $15 to get in. We try to keep our food at a decent price, and kids 10 and under are always free, so we try to make it to where a family can come out here and not break the bank to have a good time.
Well, absolutely, because when it comes to a night of that, and you've got 2 or 3, 4 kids, that's a couple, a few $100 that you're going to spend for sure. And now with, the way gas prices are, the prices at the grocery store, you certainly don't want them to, you still got to have fun. You want them to be able to afford it, because otherwise most people are going to say, well, this is something I don't have. I have to eat. I have to make the house payment. I need gas for the car. So I think it's wonderful that you guys keep prices so people can still afford to do so.
Yep, we do our best.
Do you ever have
it's getting harder every day, but we do our best.
Good. Do you ever have like an old timers night? Like, I know there was a lot of South Haven guys that used to race at the track, like Jimmy Burles and the Vachaskas, just to name a couple.
Yeah, we haven't done anything like that. Most of them guys have quit. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Around racing, and yeah, but most of those guys, racing is like a drug. I hate to say that, but and when you decide you're going to quit, you got to just quit and get totally away from it, because it'll suck you right back in again. So
we actually
that's normally what happens.
We actually had a Captain Nemo's car years ago. We sponsored.
Mm-hmm.
How long ago was that, Laura?
Well, we'll have to ask Lee Sisson, because he probably remembers it better. But him and Rich Bride and a couple other guys had a car.
For sure. Hey, Mason Dixon, we're getting another couple of minutes here left in this segment. Make sure that we hit anything that you want to talk with Tim about.
Well, I wanted to point out something now. Tim ain't just one of them cigar chomping owners that sits up in the skybox and looks at the receipts. You see him out on the track and driving trucks and doing this and that and stuff. He is definitely hands-on, and that's just inspiring to see.
Yep, thank you. Yep. I've always looked at it that way. Nobody's going to take care of your business except the way you want it, except you. And I got a great group of guys that help me around here. But still, somebody has to be the leader. So the only way to do that is to just jump in and go for it.
Yeah, it's way more fun to be a part of it and be down there with the guys getting your hands dirty.
Yes, it is. Yep. Because at the end of the day, the buck stops with me. So I want to know what's going on, so that way I can be prepared when that needs to happen,
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess some contact info if somebody wants to find out a little bit more about what's going on with the Night of Destruction.
Yeah, we have a huge Facebook presence. That's normally the best spot to find out what's going on, and that's just Hartford Speedway on Facebook. Hartford Motor Speedway, on Facebook. And then our website is hartfordspeedway.net. You can check us out there. But most of our stuff is on Facebook. I mean, my wife does a really good job keeping people informed what's going on, times, money, different events and all that kind of stuff.
It's funny how times have changed where that's kind of mostly the go-to. So if you want to find out and you want to instantly find out what's going on, go to Facebook.
That is correct.
Mason Dixon, what else we got? You got about 1 minute, Mason.
All right. Well, hey, folks, I just can't encourage you enough to come on out tonight. Hartford Motor Speedway. Well, gates open at 3 o'clock. You can get your monster truck ride in, and then actually, we never talked spectator drags too. You're going to have people run. Hey, Rob Dog, you can enter the spectator drags and run your car around the track.
I can't do that because I'm going to be doing that karaoke beer event tonight.
Oh, okay.
At the
well,
Elks.
Next time we're going to have to get you to have your. He's got a fast car. We take that around the dirt.
No,
track.
I won't be putting that
drag.
car on the track. No, I need that car because I will wreck it.
Spectator drags, we actually have a couple people. We normally do a $100 bill and a trophy, and we've had some sponsors kicking. I think it's up to about $250 now.
Nice.
For the spectator drag, so.
Nice.
So it should be a good one.
Cool. All right.
I'm excited. I hope to see everybody out there tonight, Hartford Motor Speedway and Hartford, Michigan. It's going to be a good time. Thank you, Tim Dibble, for being our guest and for hosting such great, entertaining, affordable events.
No problem, and I appreciate you guys for helping us out, and we appreciate the fans and anybody that comes out to support us. Thank you very much.
Very good, yeah. Night of Destruction tonight at the Hartford Motor Speedway. Thank you, Tim.
Yep, thank you.
All right, we'll be back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show in just a minute.
Hi, Tina Goodrich here with Jakeway Realtors, local to the South Haven community. I've been a full-time realtor for 16 years in Southwest Michigan. Let me put my years of knowledge to work for you. In today's market, you need a savvy realtor. Find me on Facebook or Instagram, or call me at 269-759-1076. Remember, when you think real estate, list with Tina.
It is true. You can get quality social media marketing, radio time, and video production in one place. Moondog Productions specializes in all three. Now is the time to increase your presence and keep yourself in the public eye. Through Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, Moondog Productions offers radio advertising, social media marketing, and video production that will get you noticed. Call Moondog Productions at 269-872-3049 to find out how we can design a program that will fit your budget.
If you have branches hanging over your roof or weakened rotting trees near your home, then call UFC Tree Care. At UFC Tree Care, we specialize in preventing the devastating damage that can be caused to your home or property, because the chances of that happening are greatly increased with winter weather. If you don't already have a tree service, call us for a free quote. Go to ufctreecare.com for contact information. We also offer residential and commercial snow plowing. And most important, don't forget to tell us that Moondog sent you.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. Laura Rusin here in the studio, and now in the studio, even though it's not quite time for Let's Talk Real Estate, Tina Goodrich is here. Good morning to you, Tina.
And good morning to you, Rob and Laura.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning.
And still on the phone, Mason Dixon is on the phone, and I just want to say thank you for lining Tim up to talk about the Speedway. That should be a good time tonight.
Yeah, and that was awfully fun. You're very welcome. Thanks for giving us that time. It's people don't realize that racers, they travel hours and hours to get from track to track, and to have one a half hour south of South Haven is that's like as local gets.
Right, absolutely. So that was cool. So, all right. So just remember, everybody, Elks tonight. If you want to come up for some karaoke, there's a beer tasting, and go to probably their Facebook page and find out the exact time the karaoke starts. See, they're going to start at 7 or 8. I'm thinking that it's going to be at 8, but don't come there at 7 and expect it to be 8 or whatever. So,
is that a new place for you, Rob?
Well, no, they're just having a private party.
Oh,
well,
private
it's not a private party. It's a private party event that's open to the public. They're open to the public for this beer tasting. So,
okay.
Yeah. And they just hired me for it because one of the people that is part of the Elks, it comes to the Harbor Light karaoke.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Which I guess we'll tell now is we're going to go every week with that now. Now every Wednesday there's going to be karaoke at Party Light or at Harbor Light. Yeah.
Oh, at Harbor Light.
At Harbor Light, yes.
Okay, this is just a one thing at the
just a one time at the Elks on Friday night on two night. Excuse me.
It'll be a different crowd.
It should be.
Yeah, it'll be a different crowd.
But hopefully my friends will come, so maybe it'll be some of the same crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually when it's open like that to the public, then you get a couple of those ones that are not members, get to go.
I'm
and
sure
maybe sign up.
Yeah. I'm sure that's all part of the event. is being able to find and show people around and maybe have some new members.
Who's putting on the beer tasting?
I don't know.
Oh.
No. I told you, all I know is there's karaoke. I don't ask any questions. They pretty much say, I need you to be here from this time to time. Can I set up a little earlier than that? They say yes. I say great. I usually don't ask many questions because that's just knowledge I don't need.
Well, it's a private club anyway, so.
Yeah, but open to the public tonight.
Yes. And if you go up there, check out the sunset because they have the best viewing, them and the American Legion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the Legion has the best spot.
You said the Elks and American Legion, but before you were saying that new social house, they have the best sunset, so I'm confused.
Oh yeah, that's confusing because they have kind of mixed up their best sunsets, haven't they?
We've had some phenomenal colors lately.
Right.
There have been
pretty.
So.
Yeah. Okay, so it's at the Elks. All right, so what do you want to talk about, Laura?
So don't drink too much beer at the beer tasting and go out Phoenix because it's also racing at Gingerman this weekend. It's Grid Life. And those guys love tearing up and down Phoenix Street.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're all coming in. I noticed when I was out that way coming in, the trailers were all, lining up there on Phoenix.
Just Phoenix Street is the only street they like to tear up. And
baseline.
Yeah, they do some side roads.
I think pretty much every street.
And then, they do come in town.
Yeah, from South Haven to Lakota.
Yeah, we do get them in town. They do a little hot rod through town.
I think we should just have everybody line the streets with water balloons. Wouldn't that be fun?
No, down on the beach.
Non-harmful.
That would be cool. Down on the beach. Do a little parade down through there back
That'd
in the
be
day.
fun. Remember we used to do that little, what did they call that race? I forget, but they'd go around town. They had little hay bales set out in case you spun out.
Oh,
a little Grand Prix.
Race?
A little Grand Prix.
Oh, a little Grand Prix.
Oh, that would be so cool.
Grand
was
Prix.
fun.
I've been trying to get the mayor to have a Grand Prix forever.
Yeah, it was quite a long time
When was
ago, but I
that?
remember it. It was probably early 90s.
Yeah, that would be fun. I vaguely remember the bales of hay.
Yeah, and
around.
They did all the way down Water Street to around the beach.
Yeah.
That would be great.
What do you think about that, Mason?
And this was real cars? Because I've been thinking we should have a golf cart Grand Prix around downtown.
They were like Fiddleman's cars, fun park cars.
The fun park cars.
Yeah.
They were probably like a golf cart.
Yeah.
Those little race cars. I think they're like a golf cart.
Man, I would love to find out more about that. See old pictures, old 8mm videos on that. I bet that'd be real fun.
I'm sure there's some pictures. The South Haven paper probably has some.
Yeah,
the Tribune.
I was usually inside, serving breakfast at the time, so I didn't get to watch it a whole lot.
No?
No.
Okay.
But it was fun. It was a good event.
It always brings people in.
Yeah.
Right. And then back to the Grid Life, of course. That's what we were talking about. That thing is kicking off for the week. I don't know. They're probably here for a week, aren't they?
They were here Thursday at Walmart. I seen them signing people up. So they came into town early. And, they do a lot for the town. They buy gas, they eat,
Sure. Oh, sure. There's thousands of people that go to that event.
What do you guys think about the South Haven manhunt?
That was pretty scary, you guys, around our neighborhood. Yeah.
And did they even catch the guy?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
He didn't. So he's still on the run.
On the loose.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a huge
I was
police
worried like
presence.
he was in your garage or something, Laura.
We had a Lawton police
I hear they
officer.
went into Nicole Gulata's garage with guns drawn.
They really did. Yeah.
they
They
were all
didn't check
over the
ours, though. The guy from Lawton Police Department was sitting in my driveway. I'm like, do you want to look in my garages? He's like, no, I don't think so.
No, and that's probably actually where he was hiding.
Yeah,
that's why he got away, because he was in your garage and they never looked.
No, I don't think he was in my garage. Yeah.
I had thought about Laura. I'm like, man, he could be hiding in her garage.
Mason, you missed it. It was big fun.
You guys had a manhunt?
Yes, in Pilgrim Haven.
Someone running from the police.
Yeah.
On the run in Laura's neighborhood.
I don't think they told anybody what they did because they probably didn't want to scare everybody. But there was cops from every city here in the state, sheriffs, and
they have all of 77th blocked off, I was told.
At different times they did, because it was a real hot spot around 16th Avenue.
Yeah.
Pilgrim
they need to
Haven.
catch this guy, but
But that's Lover's Lane, isn't it?
Sometimes, yeah.
16th.
I would really like to know what he did because I'd like to root for the underdog. Because if this is just about parking tickets, then South Haven wouldn't do that.
No, it's a little more.
There was a dispute, it sounded like, with the police, and then the guy got out and ran, and they never did catch him.
Mm-hmm. They haven't given all the details yet.
No, because they don't want it because they don't want anybody to know who's on the loose.
Those were Facebook details, so it could have been rumors.
Could be true, could be not.
Yeah, you never know.
Don't be coming on my show spreading disinformation there, Tina Goodrich.
No, that's why I said that's Facebook news.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Really.
That's why I'm not.
And I'm not
too
from
much.
that neighborhood because I just seen where it was on 77th, and I thought, oh my gosh, I have friends over there. So yeah.
Speaking of rumors, I heard Mason Dixon had monkeypox.
That is not true there, Rob Dog. You quit making fun of that.
All right. I'm sorry. That we've been talking about that the whole time because he just didn't make it, and I know how much he loves to be on the show. And come hell or high water, Mason Dixon usually makes it.
Well, I thought, Mason, you were in Hartford at the Speedway.
I'm going. I need to be on the road here in a little bit as soon as the show's over, and then I'm going to get to there 3 o'clock this afternoon.
So that's
what time the gates open.
Okay.
Is that just a startup now? Just starting up, or is that?
Yeah. Who knows? Well, we have to take a break. Sorry, you can't answer that question. We need to take a break. What are we going to talk about when we come back, Tina?
I thought we'd talk about some commercial.
All right, we'll talk about commercial real estate when we come back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, and then that will be Let's Talk Real Estate with Tina Goodrich.
Hey there, it's Scott from Country House Furniture here. We are having a banner year and our store has been restocked and everything is on sale and specially marked for you, our great customers. Sofas, love seats, recliners, washers, dryers, ranges, refrigerators, mattress sets by Tempur-Pedic, Therapeutic, and Sealy, all at unbelievable savings. Stop by a Country House Furniture today at 08337 M140 Highway, right next to the new Senior Center in South Haven. And as always, we finance. Hope to see you soon.
Hi, Nicole Galata here with Galata Imagery, your South Haven local photographer. Specializing in family and wedding photography, I also photograph engagement, maternity, seniors, and so much more. Find me on Facebook and Instagram or on my website at galataimagery.com.
Hi, Tina Goodrich here with Jakeway Realtors, local to the South Haven community. I've been a full-time realtor for 16 years in Southwest Michigan. Let me put my years of knowledge to work for you. In today's market, you need a savvy realtor. Find me on Facebook or Instagram, or call me at 269-759-1076. Remember, when you think real estate, list with Tina.
Let's talk real estate with Tina Goodrich.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. Laura Rusin and Tina Goodrich, who is here now for Let's Talk Real Estate with Tina Goodrich. Good morning to you, Tina.
Good morning, Rob, and how are you?
I'm doing well, and it's time for real estate talk, and we're going to talk about commercial real estate. We haven't talked about that for a while. Has there been some new developments?
Well, I thought it's always good to talk about commercial, just in case anybody out there is looking at getting into commercial or buying commercial. It's a different bird than buying your residential in mortgage financing. So you're going to be doing a commercial financing. And I always recommend Sturgis Bank here in town. They're everybody's favorite. Now, you've seen them. They moved over here to their new spot on M43 and Blue Star in the corner there. So that's making it a little bit more convenient. And it looks like they closed the other one maybe.
Oh, right over here by the
up here by the
Senior Center.
Yeah, so, I always recommend Sturgis for commercial lending. Chrissy Garland is who you want to talk to if you're even thinking about getting into commercial. In commercial, you got to have a little bit more down and a little bit more in the bank to go to the bank today. For commercial lending. They want that 25% down for commercial lending. So that's a big chunk of money.
It is.
And I thought it was, interesting. We were talking about the grid life.
What really always confuses me about that is that you have more
risk.
There's more risk. I don't know. I think there's less risk because you're actually buying it to put a business in and make money to pay for it. Where when you buy a house, that is not what you're doing. You're buying a house to live in. Your job is totally separate from that.
Yeah, there's more fees that come along with commercial lending, and there are more risk for the lender to take on somebody who may have no background on a restaurant but feel they've always were a great cook. So there's
a lot more to it.
Well,
let me tell you.
I'm here to tell you that banks probably don't take very much risk on that scenario very much at all.
Yeah, the restaurant business, since it tanked during the COVID, and those who have struggled maybe a little bit through the COVID with it, there's a lot of them who've come out of it now, and things are going great. I mean, all the restaurants seem to be busy in town. I always hear we need more restaurants in town. I think there's a couple that are waking up in town still. The new one, what is the name of that? The Station?
Oh,
it's something.
Yeah. Well,
Gastropub, I think.
Yeah, Gastropub.
In the winter, we need more restaurants because there's not enough variety for us locals. In the summer, we need more restaurants because there's not enough room for anybody.
For everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
To get in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. And we've had a couple new ones, like the social club at the old Geno's.
Yes.
Right. Mm-hmm.
In South Pier,
have they opened?
Creamery and Market.
Right, and we got the South Pier.
You act like you own that.
Creamery.
No, I don't, but I have to give them a plug.
Yeah.
They're doing great.
Yep, I seen them open. She was out there doing some stuff out in the front today, and I was like, oh, it's so nice that they're there, you know, because they're in that downtown area. And, of course, we got a couple restaurants that are in the upcoming, like Dairy Queen just opened, and they're doing some new things over there.
Right.
It looks like I think they're going to do the food truck.
Food trucks
maybe.
in their parking lot,
They're
right?
working on something like that.
I heard a restaurant owner or a sandwich owner bitching about that the other day.
So Round Bread is back.
Round Bread did open.
Yeah, because I heard they were not going to.
Yeah, they were talking about coming back because of this season is here. And, during the season, June, July, and August, those are your prime months to make money. So his place, Unit 5 and 6 at the Old Harper Village is still on the market for $150, turnkey, get all the restaurant equipment in there. And he's still easily able to go in there, turn the lights on, turn on all the refrigeration and freezers, or, I think he's got mostly refrigeration because he's a deli. But yeah, he's back open for the season, but still room for somebody to go down there, check him out to see how he runs his business. Yeah. And maybe, if you were thinking of it, I had a couple people
would he
looking
sell it in the middle of the season, or does he want to finish the whole season?
Yeah, no, he would definitely, if somebody needed some help training and getting going with something in that manner, I'm sure that he would step in.
Yeah. And is that the same for Ernie at the 50s?
Yeah. And so that Unit 5 and 6, $150,000 again for that turnkey operation. And of course, a shout out for Ernie's place, the 50s Drive-In. That is on the market for $399. Sits on about a half an acre there. Great parking area. He's got at least 20 parking spots. And his is also turnkey. You can get in there and, just start your own business, do a different flair. I mean, it's basically a drive-in. Yeah. And it could be revamped into something else if you didn't want to do the restaurant. Yeah. It could be a great place for maybe an antique shop. We thought of you could do some booths out in the front.
No.
Have a flea market.
No, Italian beef's forever. No. Italian beef's forever.
Well, Ernie is back there for the summer, definitely. But there's an opportunity there for somebody who wants to get into that kind of business.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it certainly could be something else, but you've got name recognition and a business that's ready to roll if you wanted it to.
The lender would be more likely to lend on something with Ernie's because it's a running business. Mm-hmm. And now that Round Bread is up and running, same thing there. Lenders like to see something that's already running and somebody just take over the keys. So yeah, that's an opportunity right there for both restaurants.
Do you have some new commercial listings also?
Well, I am working on some of those pocket listings right now on commercial. But right now I wanted to mention about Grid Life when we were talking about the Grid Life.
Right.
There's a great, like a commercial pole barn, sits on 5 acres. I know probably a few people have seen it, but it's right before the Grid Life. And I just thought, what a great idea for somebody to step in.
Right before the Grid Life.
Right before the Ginger Man. Right before the Ginger Man, a great commercial spot. It's a FSBO, so for sale by owner. But again, another opportunity there for somebody to open maybe a convenience store or maybe even some sort of a deli, pub, restaurant.
Yeah.
I mean, I always thought like a sportsman's bar would be great out there.
Not too long ago, but I would say nothing would survive out there. But between having Gingerman out there, having the campground out there,
Right.
Between just those two, that's a lot. And then, of course, there's surrounding people that live there. But
Well, you got the inland lakes, which is Silver Lake and North Lake and a few of those other lakes, the blueberry farms, which bring in a lot of workers for the summers. So there is a good amount of people that do gather now between South Haven and Grand Junction. Of course, Gingerman is right in the middle.
Right.
Well, and back in the day, there used to be little stores out there. There was 62nd Grocery. There was Lakota store.
Right.
And those are gone.
Yes, yeah. I missed that little Lakota store.
Yeah.
That
Me
was,
too.
Remember the old Lakota auction?
Yes.
Did you ever go?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
I never
Jeff
did.
Ducey and what's his name? The man that owned it. Kim Holt.
the Hallmarks.
Hallmarks.
That was
Yeah.
a crazy corner because wasn't there a cult that was right on that corner too?
Oh, no. That was further down
That was further
through
down.
Lakota.
On
Okay.
baseline.
Yeah.
All right.
That was scary.
Yeah. Well, we need to take a break. We come back. We're going to talk a little bit more real estate with Tina Goodrich on Let's Talk to Real Estate on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show.
If you have branches hanging over your roof or weakened rotting trees near your home, then call UFC Tree Care. At UFC Tree Care, we specialize in preventing the devastating damage that can be caused to your home or property because the chances of that happening are greatly increased with winter weather. If you don't already have a tree service, call us for a free quote. Go to ufctreecare.com for contact information. We also offer residential and commercial snow plowing. And most important, don't forget to tell us that Moondog sent you.
It is true. You can get quality social media marketing, radio time, and video production in one place. Moondog Productions specializes in all three. Now is the time to increase your presence and keep yourself in the public eye. Through Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, Moondog Productions offers radio advertising, social media marketing, and video production that will get you noticed. Call Moondog Productions at 269-872-3049 to find out how we can design a program that will fit your budget.
Let's talk real estate with Tina Goodrich.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. Laura Rusin and Tina Goodrich here for Let's Talk Real Estate with Tina Goodrich. And I do want to, you've mentioned it a couple times, and you called that you've been working on a couple pocket listings. And I know we've talked about it before on the show and what a pocket listing is. But if there's someone here that has never heard it before, what is a pocket listing?
And actually, the ones I'm working on is a buyer who would like to buy a listing that's not listed, a commercial building.
Yeah.
And that happens a lot because, commercial buildings don't always get listed.
Right.
A lot of times there's buyers that come up maybe to the owner, or may have their agent go investigate ahead of time if they're thinking of selling. I have an investor that always has me looking at businesses that are not listed and approach them to see if they're interested in selling.
Right.
And sometimes they are interested in selling. So actually, my buyer who is interested in a commercial listing that's not listed, I had approached him. Would he be interested in selling? And just so happened he was thinking about selling. So we got together, and it looks like we're going to be putting a deal together.
Are you in the pocket before a seller comes under contract, or does that come after they're under contract before it gets listed on MLS? Where is that whole pocket listing?
In this scenario that I got going where my buyer is actively looking for something to invest in, and I approached the seller, so he will be going under contract with me as a listing. So you can do that a couple different ways. Sometimes you can keep them in your pocket, a pocket listing, and do the transaction, and then when it closes,
then it can go into the MLS. Doesn't have to go into the MLS. Some sellers don't want their commercial sale listed in the MLS, which is the multiple listing site where it's recorded and can get an active record of what it sold for per square foot, what did it have, and that helps appraisers when they go to appraise a business.
You don't necessarily have to be on MLS to sell, but once a house sells, it does have to go to MLS just so they have all that sold information?
They would like to, yes. It doesn't always happen that way because some sellers just don't want it in there. If they're not listed and you're bringing them a buyer, they don't have to go into the MLS.
Okay.
So no, we like them to go into the MLS because again, that's record for the appraisers and for the realtors, and that's how we get our comps when we go to list a place.
Next time, if it sells, you just have all that information about the last time.
Right, exactly. So it just depends. It doesn't always have to go in the MLS. And again, there are a lot of commercial deals. They're different than the residential. So again, I always say that commercial. There's a lot of land contracts. You'd be surprised how many commercial deals will sell on a land contract. So
that surprises me.
We talked about what it takes to go to a lender. It's much harder to go to a lender to ask for money for a venture is what it is.
Sure.
Unless it's an ongoing business and it shows a regular revenue and the numbers may tweak a little bit more or a little bit less, then they've got a solid income to go by.
I think that's awesome if you can do it by land contract because I see kind of the bank as the man anyways.
Yeah, the land contracts, you'd again be so surprised how many commercial deals can do a land contract. And of course, you have to own it free and clear to do a land contract. But you'd be surprised again how many land contracts I have done with commercial. And just so happened, the gentleman that I approached on this commercial, he owns his business free and clear. So he could do a land contract. Not that there's going to be a land contract on that deal, but just so happened, he owns it free and clear.
Yeah.
And yes, he is ready to sell. So there we got, good yeses and positives, and we'll be sitting down at the table with the buyer and seller and hopefully putting a deal together. And I hope to talk about it later on.
Exciting
it's
news.
Exciting, yeah, when you get to those commercial deals.
I think it's wonderful to be able to sell a house and nobody ever even knew it was for sale.
Yeah, that happens.
It's a wonderful thing.
Yes.
Or a business.
Or a business. Yes, we just did that.
Yes.
I know. I'm still seeing people, and they're like, "We miss you." And I said,
"We do."
I miss my customers also.
I was, I'm actually kind of surprised that Laura just doesn't sit there by the door and greet people as they come in. Speaking of greeting people that come in, Ken Davis came to karaoke at Harbor Light and sat there the whole time.
Did.
And then he stuck around after
about him.
After everybody left. He stuck around and helped me pack up and carry everything out.
Such a nice guy.
Such a nice guy.
I would have been there, except my daughters bought me for Mother's Day tickets to see the Temptation show.
Woo.
Yeah.
Ain't Too Proud to Beg in Chicago.
He's lost about 25 pounds.
Oh, he couldn't afford that.
From not being,
he could not afford to lose any weight.
I think that's what he weighs to begin with.
Yeah.
But he certainly misses Captain Nemo's for sure.
Yes. And I do, like I said, I do miss my customers.
We talked about Ken not too long ago. I said, "Where's Ken eating breakfast now? He must be out at Dave's."
Maybe.
Yeah, he had to learn to cook his own breakfast.
Or Big Boy. I heard they went out to Big Boy.
A lot
some
of the
Laura's
Nemo
customers
guys,
went out
but
to
some are at Dave's also. So
yeah,
Ken probably just bops around. You just see him cruising in the craziest places.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact, last night he was wearing the same flannel that he fell in the fire out in Montana.
In Cook City, Montana.
He goes, "Hey, sugar, I've got my jacket on." I said, "Yeah, no, I can't believe you fell in this fire and it's only got these two little burns on it." They were like, "Well, what was wrong with him? Was he drinking?" No, Ken doesn't drink. He just stood up and fell in the fire.
Yeah.
He was like, "Woo!"
It was one of the funniest. I mean,
he did not get hurt.
Not hurt at all. But it was like it just all happened, and we're all just kind of like, "What the hell just happened?" And was that real? Real?
He did roll, so he put himself out. So
hi to
back
Ken.
landed on the fire, and he rolled right off and just kept on rolling.
All right, we better get back to real
All right,
estate.
real estate.
Right, we're talking about real estate, Rob. No,
You can have a fire.
No,
if you buy a country house, you can have a fire.
Right. A fire pit.
Well, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
I have one that they can have a fire pit at.
Oh, yeah, I bet. I've got some property that you could have a fire pit on, too. So a couple vacant lands. I got a 2-acre, 3.9 acres, which is in Grand Junction, for $89,000. That has a septic and well on it, driveway, your electric, everything ready for you to just move right your modular or maybe a camper or something like that on it. And then I have another one, the 5-acre on 16th Avenue. Rob did a great video on that one. That one's listed for $99,000. It has the city utilities eligible at the street, which is nice. So those who don't want the septic and well, and they would prefer the city utilities, this one's located just right down the street from Bob's Processing. So those are couple vacant lands.
Mm-hmm.
Commercial-wise, we were talking about commercial. Again, the one in Grand Junction.
You've only got about 30 seconds before we got to take a break here.
Okay. Unique Pickle Liquor. We talked about pulling the liquor license out of there, eligible to knock the price down to $150,000, which would be the store and the 2-bedroom house in the back. Would make a great store or a deli for somebody who's thinking about getting into that business.
Very good. We'll be back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. Let's talk real estate with Tina Goodrich.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
Are you planning a painting project and don't know who to call? Decorator's Choice Painting Company is one of the most highly referred services along the lakeshore. Serving this area for over 20 years, we look forward to providing professional services for you. Call us today at 269-270-5785 or email us at decoratorschoicesh@gmail.com. Take a look at our work at decoratorschoicesh.com.
So meticulous, it's ridiculous.
Hi, I'm Holly Lawson from Drawing Children into Reading, also known as DCIR. We're an early childhood fine motor building resource that will enhance your child's visual ability to express and communicate in pictures and words. In the classroom, we start with proper pencil grip, develop a longer attention span, and kickstart a whole new world when your child learns to draw, write, and read in that order. To unleash the happiness and find out more about this groundbreaking program, visit DCIR.org.
Let's talk real estate with Tina Goodrich.
We're back on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. Laura Rusin, Tina Goodrich here for Let's Talk Real Estate with Tina Goodrich. And Tina says she has some buyers that are specifically looking for things. So are we hoping that some listeners might hear and say, I'll sell my house for them?
Right, exactly. I thought, we're always talking about the listings, and I actually have buyers, that can't find what they're looking for.
Right.
So I have a ready buyer who has the potential to do a farm, and she would like anywhere from 10 to 20 acres, maybe even 30 might work for her, but 10 to 20 acres would be the ideal.
Yeah, that's nice.
And a nice little home, maybe 2-3 bedroom, doesn't have to be real big. But she's looking anywhere from, South Haven, Township, Casco, out towards Bangor, maybe as far as Lawrence might be a little bit far. So somewhere in this rural development, right, our rural area, which would be Casco, Bangor, Grand Junction, South Haven, and she is ready to do a good $300,000. So I need a nice little mini farm, 10, 20 acres, a $300,000 buyer already ready to go. And then I have another buyer that has been religiously looking in town. He wants on the south side, and he's looking for, something that he can do a short-term rental with. Again, these are investors who would like to get something now, do some short-term rent with it, and then later on retire there. And that's what happens with a lot of our short-term rentals here. People, these are not big corporate people that come in and buy these homes. These are small-town people just like you and I that are looking for an investment, a secure one that, they can do a short-term rent with it, pay some of the high property taxes. They come to South Haven, in the off-season when they're not as busy. And in 10 or 15 years, those homes have the rentals have paid for, a substantial amount for the buyer to retire there. So, and that's what this gentleman's looking for. So he's looking for that $500,000 price range, a good 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and he wants to be on the south side. So if you got something and you're thinking about selling, give me a call. I might be able to set you up with a buyer before you even list it.
I do have to ask, why is he just want to be on the south side?
He's favored to the south side, and that's what's happening right now. The south side is on fire. Usually anything that comes up in that south side area gets picked up usually within that first 2 weeks to 30 days. We have seen a little softening in the market. So, and again, that has a lot to do with the low inventory and, of course, the interest rates.
The high interest rates, yes.
We're like at a good 5.25% for that 30-year, and the 15-year, it went up substantially, for like 4.25%. So the rates are climbing. They're predicting 6. I've heard some 7s by the end of the year. So if you are thinking about buying, it's still a good time to, still get on board with it. There are still I'm seeing some more listings coming out and sitting for, a good week, 10 days in order for you to find something. Those are 2 great buyers I've got in the pocket. One in South Haven looking for $500,000, one out in the country looking for a small mini farm, 10 to 20 acres. If you got anything like that, I could line you up with a buyer right away.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that. My ringer is not supposed to ring when my ringer is turned off.
Oh, we heard a ding.
That was,
yes.
Yes. I would pay attention to me. My phone is dinging.
Yeah. And then again, we were back on Ernie's Place. I wanted to let you know there's some great opportunity at Ernie's Place. He's got it up and running. So if somebody was wanting to get in that restaurant business, with both of those restaurants running, you're going to get a much better deal of getting that loan with Sturgis with both of those business running. So that's Ernie's Drive-In, listed for $399. And then we've got the Old Harbor Village, Unit 5 and 6, turnkey for $150,000. We got the Unique Pickle Liquor out in Grand Junction. That one's listed now for $249,000 with the only liquor license in Grand Junction. It's such a small town, a small community. They're only allowed one liquor license, in which Unique Pickle Liquor owns that. I also have the one in Breedsville. That one is still listed where the post office is at, $49,000. Possibility of doing a land contract there is definite, and that's in, Weedville. Mm-hmm. So if somebody has an idea, maybe in Breedsville, get on board with building that town back up. They've got some great ideas, of course, with not the green door, but
barn door.
Is it the barn door? No. Anyways, one of the green doors
one
there
that your
in
cousin
Breedsville
is involved with. What's the name of that? In Breedsville.
Oh, I don't know the name of that. It's going. I don't
so
know.
Sorry.
That one.
Yeah. Anyways, it's the only one in Grand Junction, and he is a big investor for that area.
It's a Breedsville Provisioning Center.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that the name of it?
Provision Center.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job,
So he's got
Thank
some
you.
good ideas for that side of town. He's planning on bringing up a storefront right at the main 4 corners there. And he would like somebody to get on board with maybe opening up that little grocery store that was there one time before.
Sure. All right. Well, you've got about another 35 seconds. We forgot to call Mason Dixon. We're going to let him close the show because we
got to
really
get Mason back.
We sucked at it last week. We were awful.
Well, we weren't awful.
We weren't that bad.
Okay. It was one step short of awful.
But yeah, let's bring Mason back.
Okay, well, let's give him a call. You can keep talking since this is your time.
Okay, so I want to give out my information again. You can text me 269-759-1076 if you got any of those for my buyers that are looking. And if you're looking to list, give me a call there, 269-759-1076. Yeah. And you can always find me at Facebook or Google List with Tina.
Did you list with Tina.net?
Yeah, listwithtina.net.
Mason Dixon, are you there?
I am, Rob Dog. How you doing?
I'm here, Mason Dixon. We've got about 1 minute for you to get us out here.
All right, folks. Well, we do appreciate you listening. And if you missed any of the show, go back and listen to the podcast. You can go back to moondogshow.com and listen to the last 5 episodes. Also, check out moondogpro.net for your video needs. And if you're looking for some good music, that'd be trustandbirdband.com. And I'd like to thank our commercial sponsors and advertisers, UFC Tree Care.com, Masters Chiropractic and Rehabilitation, Gulata Imagery, Country House Furniture, The Blueberry Store, Decorator's Choice, SH.com, So Meticulous It's Ridiculous, and our favorite organizations, Drawing Children into Reading, they are DCIR.org, Senior Services of Van Buren County, and YDCPAL.org.
God, you would think that this would be a successful show with all those sponsors on this show, don't you?
It's a successful show.
You think we'd be lining our pockets every day? Wow. You think we'd be able to pay Mason for his work if
I know,
all those sponsors?
I think so.
I must not be charging nearly enough. Good deals on Rob Byrd's Moondog Show. To everybody, we still have room if you need it. Very good. Mason, all right. I think it's show us the way.
All right, folks, we all gonna howl at the Moondog on the count of 3. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Howl at the Moondog.
Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, subsidiary of Moondog Productions, can be found at moondogshow.com. Copyright 2022.
If you're looking for some fresh new music, check out the music of the Truss and Byrd Band. Find all their music wherever you do your streaming. You can also find them on iTunes if you would like to purchase it for your collection. Truss and Byrd Band's music is a gritty mix of rock, blues, pop, and a little bit of reggae and country in the mix. Check out trustandbirdband.com to see all their music videos and find out more about this amazing group of musicians. That's trustandbirdband.com, TRUSINBYRD band.com.
It is true. You can get quality social media marketing, radio time, and video production in one place. Moondog Productions specializes in all 3. Now is the time to increase your presence and keep yourself in the public eye. Through Rob Byrd's Moondog Show, Moondog Productions offers radio advertising, social media marketing, and video production that will get you noticed. Call Moondog Productions at 269-872-3049 to find out how we can design a program that will fit your budget.